Hi, welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to show how to replace the missing values in your data using regression analysis. So we are going to take the example of academic pressure column here. We have three missing values here. One is from row 15, from row 29, and row 52. But if we don't know the missing values, we will first analyze and check for missing values that are there in a specific column. So for example, we want to check if there are any missing values in the academic profession column here. Okay. So I'll just add it to whether it is quantitative or academic, you can add it to the column. And here you can see that there are three missing counts as we have seen in the three rows. So we will now use regression analysis to replace these values. So to do that, we need to understand in our data what are the two variables in our data that can be correlated and can predict each other. So in this mental health data, I'm going to predict academic pressure values from the depression scores here because I assume that they might be correlated and can predict each other. So to just check about that, if they are correlated, I will do the regression analysis to see if they can predict each other. Okay, so I will add the academic pressure and depression columns here and do the regression analysis. Here we can see that the regression values is 0.475, so that is not a very high correlation, but it is a moderate, and we'll do our purpose for this video. To replace the missing values, we will be creating a regression equation which can predict the academic scores through depression scores. So we will note this two coefficient, B coefficients, constant which is 2.361 and depression coefficient which is 1.332. Then we will go back to our data. We will click on transform, compute variable. Okay. Because SPSS creates a new column based on the computed regression values, we will just create a new column here. So I will call it academic pressure underscore regression. That is just a new column name that I'm giving. Now, because I will come to if option here because I don't want to replace all the values. I just want to replace those values of academic pressure which are missing. So then I'll go to if option, and we don't want to include all the cases. We just want to go ahead for the missing values. I'll clear this up. We want to go for the missing values, and when we double click on this missing option, we get this. Here we can just add our variable. Now you can see that in the if statement we have only those missing values of academic pressure that needs to be changed. Now for this we will write the regression equation here. So we had noted down two coefficients. First one was constant, then the coefficient for depression variable which was 1.332, and yeah, depression variable. If you have any doubts regarding how to create a equation for linear regression, you should check out a statistic research. When we click on this, okay, we will see that it has executed this equation. We will go back to our data, and in the extreme right, we will find academic pressure regressed values. We had 15th row which was missing. Now it is replaced with 3.69. we had 29th row missing here, which is replaced with regression value of 2.36, and same for row number 52, which was missing, is now replaced with 3.69 using regression. So this is how we can replace the missing values in our data using regression. Thank you so much for watching the videos. If you have any question, please come up.